Finally, a secret has been revealed. Hidari does not have the passive ability to regenerate his wounds. He has to return to the shinju dimension to recover the wounds received during the fight. But if Hidari has proven how regeneration works on his body, is it the same as other shinju? And does Jura not have the same regeneration as Hidari? Or even, does he have passive regeneration without having to return to the shinju dimension? There are so many fun and interesting facts that Masashi Kishimoto brought up in the 12th chapter story. Starting from the Uzuhiko Rasengan technique, how to free people who are entangled in trees, then how Kashin Koji can know about the Thorn Soul Bulb, and finally about the great power possessed by Jura, and that we will all discuss in this video. Previously, we had suspected that there was something strange about Hidari's regeneration ability. As it turns out, Hidari's body does not have passive regeneration abilities. He needs to go to the Shinju dimension to use his tree roots to recover his injured body. This is a consideration for all of us that there is a possibility that Jura also has the same weakness. Do you think, does Jura have the passive ability to regenerate his body, or does Jura also have to move first to the Shinju dimension to regenerate? Because as we know, Jura has not received a fatal attack at all, and during the fight he showed above average fighting skills. Even when Jura fought Himawari, who was assisted by Kurama, Jura did not get significant injuries at all. And because of that, we can't predict how Jura's body regenerates when it gets a fatal attack like Hidari. And the following are interesting facts that have been found in the Boruto manga chapter 12. The first interesting fact is that Jura has the ability to shoot small bijudama from a great distance. This is absolutely insane. It was finally revealed why Boruto can be hit by Jura's attacks, even though he is very strong at the moment. It turns out that the reason is because Jura attacked Boruto from a very long distance. How can Jura shoot a small bijudama from that distance just by relying on his Rinnegan eye ability? Even though we know ourselves, the eye ability that can see at a distance is Byakugan. Jura doesn't seem to have Byakugan, but how can he shoot bijudama from a great distance? But this answer can be referenced from the 4th Shinobi battle. In the 4th Shinobi War, Madara and Obito managed to kill Inoichi and Shikaku using bijudama from a great distance. Why can Madara and Obito do something like this? No one knows the truth behind Madara and Obito being able to target the Shinobi Alliance's main headquarters. Surely this is indeed a special ability possessed by Shinju or Jubi. And from that, we might conclude that Shinju or Jubi can sense a chakra from a considerable distance. By sensing chakra, he can lock onto a target from a great distance. Then, if we compare it to that, does it make sense? So what do you think, guys? Actually, we can predict Jura's current strength if we remember the events of Shikaku and Inoichi's death to be used as a reference about Jura's strength. With the information that Jura managed to injure Boruto from a considerable distance, we can finally understand the reason why Boruto could not avoid Jura's attack. There are also some fans who think positively that Boruto was caught off guard by Jura's attack because of Kawaki's presence. He was afraid that Kawaki would activate his karma again, so Boruto could only focus on Kawaki's presence. He couldn't focus on Jura's unexpected attack. Then, besides that, there is the fact that Boruto can actually see the future. The reason why I say this is, Boruto had told Nishi to sense the Tsumeaka chakra around the claw marks. How could Boruto know that the Tsumeaka could possibly appear in the claw marks made by Hidari? How did he know that the code could still control the Tsumeaka? The answer is probably only one, because Boruto had seen the incident in the future. There is no answer that makes more sense than this answer, or maybe this is just a coincidence. But it's very strange if it's just a coincidence without power. What do you think? Although Boruto can see the future, he cannot see all futures in full. Evidently, Boruto can be shot by Jura even though he has the ability to see the future. Actually, there could have been a plot twist if the one attacked by Jura turned out to be just a Kage Bunshin Boruto. Maybe the real Boruto was actually preparing to attack Jura in a different place. If this happened, it would really surprise all readers. But it seems that such an event is impossible to happen. Another fact is the secret of the power of Rasengan Uzuhiko. It turns out that Rasengan Uzuhiko has a limitation in its use. Boruto can only use Rasengan Uzuhiko when his feet touch the ground. If Boruto is in the air, then he cannot collect planet Earth chakra using his feet. In addition to the information about the limitation of Rasengan Uzuhiko, we also get information about the unlimited power of Rasengan Uzuhiko. However, this does not mean that the Rasengan has a limitation, but what is limited to Boruto's Rasengan Uzuhiko is the flexibility in its use, not the limitation of the power that can be released from Rasengan Uzuhiko. When it comes to power, Rasengan Uzuhiko has no limit. The longer Boruto accumulates chakra in his legs, the greater the power of Rasengan Uzuhiko he can unleash. When fighting against Hidari, that was not the maximum power of the Rasengan Uzuhiko. The maximum power of the Rasengan Uzuhiko would definitely be able to obliterate Hidari's Bon hit without anything left. The next fact is, Kashin Koji knows more about the Thorn Soul Bulb. How can a human being created by Amato have such extensive knowledge? This would make sense if Kashin Koji's knowledge is due to the people around him. And as it happened, the most unexpected thing appeared in the 12th chapter. Everyone originally thought that Boruto knew everything that was happening in the shinobi world right now because he could see the future coming. But suddenly we get a scene where Boruto asks Kashin Koji to confirm the shape of the core in Hidari's body. And it turns out that Boruto asked because he wanted to confirm whether what Kashin Koji was talking about before was a Thorn Soul Bulb like that. Then, Kashin Koji said that yes, it was confirmed as a Thorn Soul Bulb. More specifically, Kashin Koji said like this, "There's no mistaking it, it's the same one I've seen." Everyone was immediately surprised to find out that Kashin Koji knew more about the Thorn Soul Bulb than Boruto. How come? What has happened to Kashin Koji, and where did Kashin Koji get that information? Why is he suddenly the one who knows more than Boruto? There are some Boruto fandoms that assume that Kashin Koji knows about the Thorn Soul Bulb from Ishiki Otsutsuki. Then, does it make sense, guys? We still don't get information on how Ishiki was able to get the shinju stored by the code. It could be that Ishiki actually told this to Kashin Koji, or actually the Kara members already know about the origin of Ishiki's Jubi. But maybe it's just that Amato doesn't want to tell it to Konoha Village. The Thorn Soul Bulb is likely the seed of the shinju itself before they were spread to various planets. If it is true that the Thorn Soul Bulb is the seed of shinju, then most likely Jura can still revive Hidari by using the Thorn Soul Bulb. Then, with the facts and background about it, does this make sense, guys? But from that fact, there are some things that we still need to find the truth. We need to think if Kashin Koji knew about the Thorn Soul Bulb from Ishiki's story, then how did he know that the Thorn Soul Bulb could be used to free Sasuke? Again, even this speculation still doesn't have a strong statement that Kashin Koji knew about it from Ishiki. Or could it be that Kashin Koji knew about this Thorn Soul Bulb from Amato? It could be that Amato had researched this Thorn Soul Bulb to create a clone. For example, like how Amato created Kashin Koji and Delta. About that, as Boruto fans, I'm sure you must be thinking the same thing. And it seems those are some interesting facts that we have found in the 12th chapter of Boruto's story. Actually, there are also some other interesting facts that we have not revealed, especially about Sumire. Don't you wonder why and how Sumire became a main character in Chapter 12 without doing anything big for the story in Chapter 12? This should be something we can reveal. I'm sure Masashi Kishimoto couldn't have made a place for Sumire without something big as a character that fills the story in this chapter. And from some of the facts that I have explained, do you have another point of view, or did you find something interesting about Chapter 12? But if you have questions and others, write your opinions or questions, and don't forget to use the hashtag #AskNim. If it's interesting, I'll discuss and explain it. I'm Nim. Like and subscribe. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye, guys.